So after Alfie had a nice little canter in the wind there, we came together again, and I invited him to walk with me, and I invited him to halt with me using my breathing, making sure that my breathing was exactly where it should be. I invited him forward with my hand and my energy, and if this doesn't work, and he was a little bit sort of switched off at the beginning of this session, then you can use your wand as a little bit of energy behind if you need to. I'm exploring a little bit of backup with him at the moment, and what other aids I can use so that I can translate this into bridleless riding. So that's what we're doing there. And then turning my shoulders gently away, but feeling that magnetic connection, and inviting him to come with me. So again, we do a little bit of back, and there he's doing it just from my hand above his neck, which is nice. And whatever they give you at Liberty, it's very tempting to go on and on and on. Oh, what else can I get? What else can I get? But just let them stand with you and rest and sleep and lick and chew and yawn, and really appreciate that time. I've learned to really appreciate the time that he gives me just to stop and rest and relax. And I think a lot of the time he is telling me to do that. Just stop, let's have a sleep. So I've learned to appreciate that time more and more, and to ask for less. So we just continue the walking here, trying to stay. Sometimes I get a little bit in front, which is why I've just gone back to his shoulder. I should be a little more at the shoulder. It's easy to get too far ahead. And lots of reward, lots of rest. And this is really what I would be doing in the beginnings. This is what I do with my horses in the beginning. I'm going round the whole body, giving him a big rub all over in the places where he likes, that. And also just to go away from him and see if he's happy to stay with me or whether he walks off. And if he walks off, I need to try and understand why, and but on the other hand, not overthink that feeling at all. Sometimes it's time just to go. I can't make him stay there and have a conversation with me. So like I said in the introduction, it very much depends on how you take the information they give you, and it's all really interesting. So you can try different styles. You can walk backwards like you would in the groundwork, and with your wand you can ask the horses to give you an outside hind leg or whatever, which you'll see in a minute. And you can play with the movements that you've learnt online, with the haunches in, maybe a little bit of half pass, and then probably go back to the shoulder and walking forwards for the shoulder in and shoulder 4 exercises. And then always coming back to that, standing, having a little play with the walking back, and making sure that your energy and your breathing is always in the right place. It's tricky videoing these things because I've obviously at that point got an agenda that I need to do this exercise so that people can see and blah blah blah, and all that thinking gets in the way really of the channel of communication. So have to really kind of switch that side of your brain off in these situations. Just asking him for a little bit more bend through the body there. And in the minute he does give nice bend, you can start to, once you've done the more up close things, you can start to expand your energy bubble a little bit. Lots of releasing and processing and relaxing going on here. It was a howling gale, I have to say, so it's actually really nice. It's just a brilliant example of how we find wind a lot more scary than the horses do. Horses are quite happy to be out in the wind, whereas we find it all a bit scary at times, and that's probably what causes our horses to be more spooky. So here we expand the energy bubble a little bit more, have a play with that. Oh, have a little trot there. And then I think we finish with just taking, maybe doing a little more circling and a little more shaping on the circle. Yeah, and sometimes, I think I said this in a video before, but don't always send them away when you bring them in. Like I said, just allow them the rest and reward with you, so that you're not always sending them off. So little bits like this are going to help you in the beginning of your Liberty journey. I think not having a very high expectation to start with and wanting your horses to do, sort of canter pirouettes around you and things like that. Just start with the very basics and learn as much as you can about their language and about what they're telling you from the ground. Why are they not interested? Why are they walking away? Why are they, running around the arena at 100 miles an hour? It's all interesting and it's all lovely. And now we're just playing about with a little bit of haunches in. No, sorry, half pass. So I hope it's helpful, and go and have a play with your horses and let me know how you get on.